Every project has its own little nuances, little things that you have to keep in mind, little quirks about how the place was built, especially when you're dealing with a building that is an older construction and has several additions to it. Today we're looking at a legal non-conforming triplex here in Bowmanville, where the guys have started to do the demolition. So let's go see how things are going along. Oh, wow. Wow, that's different already. Jeff, how's it going?
Good, Clinton. How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you. This is nice. We're finally getting somewhere, making some headway on some demolition. This looks great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh boy. Oh, so what do we got going on over here with the HVAC?
So basically, we've got the foundation running here, a joist real tight up to the foundation, so that's caused them to come out and around. So unfortunately, we've looked at maybe moving it, try to minimize the bulkhead here, but it's not really possible. It's pretty much the only option to get this heat up to the second floor.
Right, because that's the one in the kitchen and it runs straight up to it. Yeah. So I guess when we go to frame this, we're just gonna have to frame this out so it's as tight as possible to this, eh?
Yeah, we'll minimize it the best we can for sure.
Awesome, okay. And then of course, you're gonna be opening up this wall.
Yep.
Because we have all this stuff going on with the floor here. So walk me through this. We got a big dip in the floor here. We knew this was here, but I think we've made some discovery about this, right? What's going on with this dip?
Yeah, we definitely checked this out. So originally we thought the beam was probably right here with the wall, which would make sense. Yeah. Unfortunately, the beam is actually over here, about 32 inches that way. So we're gonna be raising the beam and raising the joists. We'll be putting sister joists, some new footings. We'll raise this whole section up and try and get this nice and flat.
Nice, nice. Yeah, it's a little bit weird when you get into these old houses sometimes, eh? Like
it is.
In new construction, to offset this much, might not even be that big of a deal, but because we're talking about old lumber underneath, it makes a huge difference to all this situation. So our beam is actually in line with where that high point is.
Right.
So I guess when we go to put everything back in over here, we're gonna have to jack every joist up and sister it to give it the proper support and bring this floor back into alignment.
Absolutely.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Gotta love the extra work, man. That's the fun about these old houses, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, now walk me through what this is. This is an interesting contraption we got going on with plumbing, man. Holy.
This isn't the neatest plumbing job, right?
No, definitely not.
We took out the cabinets, and this is what we find for the plumbing. And obviously we got a vent here for the plumbing, but we also have a drain going up to the other kitchen, which is just above us, right? Yeah. So the idea here is we can leave it in the cabinet coming up through the floor, but we'd like to minimize it. Like that's just a lot of mess to have inside your cabinet. So we'll reduce what we can, tighten it all up, and then keep it inside the cabinet.
Gotcha, because this wall is actually a fire separation wall too, right?
Yes, yeah.
So even up there where the pipes are going through, we're gonna have to probably fire caulk that to make it safe.
Yep.
This whole wall is gonna be type X obviously on it. At least they didn't wet vent it. Like they didn't run it right down in with the same drain, but.
No, it is, the venting's okay, it is proper, but definitely not a lot of options for where it can go. So as long as the fireproofing is correct and we kind of minimize it, I think that's the best option here.
That's all right, we can live with that.
Sure.
It's gonna have to shift over anyways. I think with the layout, it actually ends up with the sink a little bit more center.
Yeah, it does. Right? It's a little more center of the cabinets, which will look more appeasing, right?
Yeah, awesome. So this project is a legal non-conforming triplex. What does that mean? That means that this building predates the bylaw that was written for it. So it's supposed to be a single family dwelling. All the bare bones are here. This building's been here for centuries. It's had addition after addition added to it, and it's had 2 units added to it. But technically, this property is only supposed to be a single family dwelling. So why are we allowed to keep the triplex? Well, again, the triplex has been here before the bylaw actually was written. That means that these 2 units are allowed to remain here even though they don't conform to the proper bylaws today. So even though we don't have the proper parking to meet the requirements, we don't have to because it is legal, but it is non-conforming to the bylaw today. So that means that all the changes that we're gonna do here for the permit are all gonna be done within the units. So something like this where we're actually gonna be knocking out a wall is still within the confines of this particular unit. That allows us to do some work, update the project without having to worry about meeting all the requirements of both zoning and the building department. All right. What do we got going on up in here, man? What's with the cripple brace?
Yeah.
Is that brick?
Yeah,
You're kidding me. Seriously?
Yeah, no.
Oh, what?
It is brick. So,
That doesn't even line up with the chimney. What are they doing? So they put the chimney, part of the chimney that was outside, inside.
They did. And I have never seen it before, and I'm not sure why they would do it. But being an old house, who can guess, right? So they did bring the chimney down and through, which is really, really odd.
Oh man, I've seen this done in old houses where there's like a fire shed off the back built onto the house, and you know there's a wood stove there that the black pipe comes up and through the wall. They might do something like this on the other side, and then the chimney goes up through the roof. But I've never seen it come back inside. We'll have to talk to the client, but I imagine she wanted to get this gone anyway. So and I know up on the roof they're taking down the chimney up there anyways because it's not safe. So I guess, I mean, for the last 5 or 6 feet, this is just going to be gone, right?
Sure, yeah. We'll just take it out, get rid of it, dispose of it. That way we can open up this space, creating kind of one room rather than have this big awkward bulkhead in the way.
Yeah, awesome. So laminate still has to come up. That's next week anyways, right? That's going to be coming out of this place along with that floor. We're going to clear this all out. Awesome. And then same thing going on here in the bedroom, I guess? Yeah,
so we're trying to get a more level feel throughout the whole space. So in order to do that, they've dropped laminate in a couple of the rooms over top of the old hardwood. Since the hardwood can't really be saved, the idea would be to take out the old laminate. That's gonna drop us down even everywhere. And then when we go over with vinyl throughout, we'll have a nice level surface throughout the whole building.
Nice, nice. I love the portable closet too, that's nice. I mean, beyond the portable closet, which I think is a great feature, but my favorite part about all this is this closet.
You like that.
Because I've had walk-in closets before, but I've never had a walk-through closet.
No,
like that's different. So there's nothing stopping us from just walking from one bedroom to the next.
Yeah, you can literally walk through that closet and into the next bedroom.
And so there's a little bit of HVAC over in the corner. All this is going to be kind of covered up, blocked off, so it's all individual. Yeah, because this is just weird the way it's set up right now. Cool, but weird. Oh yeah. I love this washroom. Honestly, this is the best feature of Unit 2 for me. I love the fact that they had both the toilet and the vanity in here. It's just a small little thing that someone stuck at the top of the stairs.
Right.
But the best part for me is the fact that it must have been done without a permit because they didn't put a fan in. So what better way to deal with ventilation when you want to get rid of smell? Let's just leave the top 12 inches open, right?
Yeah.
Just let everything permeate out, right? That's beautiful, right?
Right. So it's an open concept washroom up the top. You can see they're just kind of,
Open concept and washroom are two words that should never go together.
I understand. I don't know what the idea here was, but definitely you're letting smells and noise come out of your bathroom. So I'm sure that was really comfortable for everybody living here.
Yeah, I bet. So obviously we've taken out this weird wall. I'm assuming, based on what I'm looking at here, bathroom wasn't here originally, right?
No,
and it looks like because the way the joists were running up above here for the ceiling, this probably carried right across at one point, and the doorway was probably in here, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So we've eliminated this. We're gonna bring this back out square.
Yep.
Bathroom's gonna go in here, and we're gonna make this into a 3-piece now, right?
Yeah.
So shower's gonna be here on the end. Awesome. Vanity, toilet, to the ceiling.
Yeah.
To the ceiling.
Let's go to the ceiling.
Probably a good idea to the ceiling.
Yeah, for sure.
And then throw a bath fan in there, and we're golden on that.
Yeah.
Right?
Then you got your 3-piece, right?
That's awesome. So we got this bathroom. We got this closed off for the bedroom. We no longer have a walk-through closet over here.
Right.
And then we have this really cool feature at the end, which is a weird room to start with, but it's gonna be kind of cool, right?
It's gonna be great.
I love this. So here, again, we've dropped down. We're now back onto the addition, right? Old existing wall.
Yep.
Old existing wall. We got all of our new build off, or new build.
Newer.
Newer
Yeah.
build over here, right?
Yep.
And so this is actually Unit 3 on the other side of this wall then.
Yeah, so it is. So that's gonna be a fire separation to the other unit.
Awesome. Okay, so that's gonna be fire separated across there, and then we're gonna create a bit of a closet space here. So it's gonna be like a change room, right?
Sure.
So we're gonna have a wall up here, and then our washer dryer that was kind of over here, which didn't make sense because you had to zigzag around everything here.
Right.
We're actually gonna put it over here on the wall, right?
Yep.
That's a baseboard heater that's gonna be moved. Vanity's gonna be going in here.
Yep.
Our tub's gonna be going on here on the end. Toilet's gonna go right there, spun around a little bit, and then all of a sudden now we've got a nice big open bathroom in here, which is gonna be great. And do we figure out yet what's going on there? Is that an old spot or a new spot?
So the drywall's dry to the touch there, which tells me that that is a little bit older. It's given its time to dry.
Yeah.
I don't know how much rain we've had, but we're kind of assuming that because the roof's above us, we may have a small issue with the roof.
I hope the roof's above us. where else would the roof have been?
So the roof's above us, yeah, smart guy. But we have the roofers.
Yeah.
They're gonna take a look at it because they are doing some other work up there.
Yeah. Sweet. And then this floor we're ripping up next week as well too.
Being that this tile's no good, it's gonna go, so we may as well just rip up the subfloor.
Yep.
It will get a good look at what's going on structurally here, and then the plan would be to sister joist here as well, allowing us to bring it up to level, right?
Yeah.
So sister joist, just for the people at home, is when you have your joist running, you'll take another joist and put it beside the old one.
Yeah.
But you get a chance to lift one end, giving you that level floor, right?
Yep.
So the structure doesn't change, yet you can lift and level out the floor.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Oh, this is awesome, Jeff. I'm really liking how phase one's coming along already. We got the demolition started. We're gonna see the end of it by the end of next week. We've got everything in with the building department, so as soon as that comes back, we'll be able to start moving on the rest of it. But at least in the meantime, you guys have some work to keep you busy here, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right.
We got a bit more demo to go, some cleanup. We'll get it all ready, and then
Awesome.
we'll be able to move forward. It'll be great.
Beautiful. I'm glad we're staying on timeline, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for
Okay.
your time, man.
Yeah, thanks
This is
for your
awesome.
time, buddy.
Take care. So, as we talked about before, this is a non-designated but registered heritage building. What does that mean for us? Because, again, if this is a designated building that's supposed to be historically accurate, there's a lot of things on the outside we're not going to be able to do. Fortunately for us, because it is non-designated, it means that any changes that we want to make on the outside can be done so. Now, does that mean that everybody at the Heritage Committee is going to be happy with our decisions? Probably not. One of the things we do want to do is paint the brick. Now, this right here is a round brick column. Very rare to see this in a house in Bowmanville. And I know this is one of the features, key features, that made them want to make this as a registered heritage building. So we're not going to change any of that. We're not going to take away from what we see on the outside, but we are going to change the color of everything here to make it look a little bit more presentable and a little bit more modern.